Hey, what's up, guys? So we're at Homestead. It's afternoon race. This is actually my first time ever driving this track on the wheel. I just realized that today, or as I entered the race. We're going to do mediums, 32% fuel. I'm really not sure. I like that it shows the tire wear at 6.0. I think that's the normal probably. So the PI is a little different. So this is GT2 series, so it's the latest update. And I've made some modifications. So it looks like they've added just a little bit of weight. The tune is ForzaTune Pro gearing. I did tweak the gearing the last couple of gears. The minimum ride height is I slammed it low as it'll go. That's one difference, and the brake balance is the other difference. And the aero, I just have it as the recommended. And you could probably take the aero all the way down in the rear and be just fine in this car. This is just a starting point for me. I think I ran about 6 laps on mediums with the 32% fuel, starting out with that, and had the 4th fastest time in practice. So we did not qualify. Again, we're going to do 32% fuel. And, well, actually, it's showing a little bit. So we're going to do 28% fuel now. Mediums, I'm really not sure what the strategy is here. Let's see where it put us. So we do have a few really fast players in here, I think. So we're near the back, small lobby, 11 people. I have the radar enabled, but did not see anyone during practice. So during practice, I've yet to see what the radar's like when someone's close to me. So this will be interesting. We're here in the C7 Corvette. I chose this car just because my first time on the wheel on this track, and I've just been driving this car lately. I'm familiar with it. I thought it would be a good starting point. And I'm getting the first taste of the radar. And I think it's definitely an improvement, but I'm gonna have to get used to be able to look at that. It's gonna be an adjustment regardless. Because I haven't played any of the other racing sims that have a radar, so it's completely new to me. Oh, I was trying to get on the brakes, but I was trying to be a little conservative on the brakes, but apparently not conservative enough. It's always a little bit of adjustment. On the first lap, the track not being rubbered in, plus quite a bit of fuel in the tank. So it's definitely a little slippery compared to practice. Can we get far enough ahead to, make the pass? We did. guy behind me did a good job of not hitting me there. Slowed down too much for the proportion. I actually did not realize I was in first gear. That's part of the... I probably can adjust it, but when I can't hear my own engine and at times like this, when I'm out of rhythm, I do... Sometimes I'm in the wrong gear and I can't even realize it until I look down, because I can't hear my own engine. And there may be a setting where I can turn down the other car volume. I probably need to do that. Yeah, I did not want to go for the move there. I felt like I was, that would have definitely been way too aggressive to try to duck under him there. Yeah, this has been really competitive so far. I feel like it has been pretty balanced. We're losing a little time probably by being behind these guys, but yeah, I'm first time on the wheel on this track. I'm not going to be that fast regardless. So. I'm just thankful that I've got room behind me and I don't have somebody breathing down my neck while I try to navigate and get used to the radar here. Whoa. Early on the brakes here. Yeah, this slower guy is allowing people behind to catch up a little bit. Maybe I can get around him. Otherwise, I'm going to be fighting a battle on two fronts here. That'll help a little bit. Yeah, I really felt like that guy's dive bombing me a little bit there. Like just because I have a radar doesn't mean things fly up the inside at the last second. You know, maybe I'm wrong. I wasn't paying close attention, but I didn't see him there until the last second. Yeah, normally that car would have the acceleration on it, but I think it's because I have, you know, reduced the aero. I'd like to get around this guy. He's really costing time and a position here. Got to capitalize on this. So we're going to need to pit soon. Use this next straightaway to figure that out. Wow, I think we're going to have to do 2 pit stops. I'm going to go again just because if I can do 8 and 8, then I can probably do medium, medium, soft. That may give me an advantage. We'll see. If I don't lose it here. About messed that one up. Braking while on the curb is usually not a good idea. So we're going to pit this lap. So what do we need? We need at least 8 laps of fuel. So far, still adjusting to the radar, but I do like it. My first time ever in a racing game that has radar, so most people probably will adjust quicker. The cars seem really balanced, so they did change the PI a little bit. Performance index. So we were able to get the pass done there. I'm not sure. I would say at least one guy ahead of us has already been into the pits. So. Yeah, we lost a lot of time to the leader behind that pack of guys. The original leader. He's currently in second. And I recognize that name. They're usually fast. So we may not be able to catch up regardless. My braking sign was knocked down there. It's always makes for an interesting turn. I was a little too early on the brake and turn in on the first turn there. This car surprises me. Like, it's not the fastest car, but it just feels so good. And you really feel like you can just glide through these turns right here. Much better. Unfortunately, I don't. Yeah, it's like the leader. I think we're similar pace. So, and I did pit a little earlier than they did. And if I can go to softs, maybe that'll be an advantage. But I don't think it's going to be big enough to actually catch them. We'll see. A little too late on that one. So really not bad for my first time ever on this track on the wheel. So I'm thinking in my head that we pit not this lap, but the next lap, go sauce, and see what we can do. See, they're already pitting, and going that little bit extra on the first stint. It could pay off. If I don't run wide at every turn like that. Yeah, I think we go one more. Messed up the gearing there, actually. We're going to take a chance and go ahead and go softs now. So what do we got left? We'll go with 8.5 laps of fuel, but I think we only have, what, 6 laps? Yeah. So if we can do 8 on mediums, maybe we can squeeze 6 out of softs. Are we going to get passed by multiple people? People who haven't been to the pits for a second time yet. Tires warmed up. Yeah, I can tell it right through there, especially. The back ends was a little slippery before, but not on the softs. only thing I worry about with these guys in front of me, I hope they pit before they slow me up. Which doesn't look like it's going to be the case. They're going to slow me up here. This is really unfortunate because it was going to be close whether I could make a run at first. Probably not, but definitely not after this. Especially if I'm going to miss my braking points. So we've already lost over a second since being behind these guys. Not much I can do though. It's just part of racing. We got to get him right here. We're not going to do it. Dude, chill out. Clearly the fastest driver here. Alright, now that we've got some clean air, let's see what we can do. Really not enough time, but you never know, they may make a mistake. So we're hitting minor tire wear. We'll probably hit moderate before we finish the race, but that's okay. We were going to do that on mediums anyways. and their tire wear, it's really hard to say where it's at, but it could fall off quite a bit too. Okay, we're in the red on the tires. I'm gonna have to manage it. Yeah, so I've been on the wheel for a few months, but I've never driven this track since going to the wheel. So yeah, this is my first race ever on the wheel for this track, and that includes all series. Never been on this track with the wheel before, but thank you. I have been driving with the wheel since probably a good 4 months now. And the reason I haven't driven this track is when I first got the wheel, I was really struggling for probably 2 months at least. And I would just pick and choose a track and practice in free play and then try multiplayer. So I was really picky about the tracks. And this was just one of the ones that, since I've gotten better, hasn't come around, and I haven't been able to try it on the wheel until now. And yeah, it seemed really balanced to me. Really good racing throughout. I did get slowed up a little bit early on, so the leader was able to get a sizable lead, and I just couldn't catch him. But he's strong. So the person who finished first, I've raced with many times. They're always really strong. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And on to the next race.